Wondering what crypto miner hosting is and why you need it? If you're tired of dealing with high heat, constant noise, and skyrocketing electric bills from running your crypto miners at home, we've got the solution. Welcome to Terra Hosting. We make crypto mining hassle-free. Our top-tier facilities ensure your operations run smoothly with an impressive average 99% uptime. Need help? Our 24/7 support team and repair services are always ready to assist you. Got a broken machine? We offer RMA assistance to get you back on track as fast as possible. While you wait for your unit, Terra Hosting will loan you a similar model so that you don't lose hash rate, keeping your profits coming in. Looking to expand your farm? Our clients get significant discounts on mining hardware. Make the smart move to Terra Hosting. Visit terrahosting.io today and experience stress-free crypto mining.
Hello, good afternoon. How's everybody doing today? Checking in. We got our music going. Our mic is hot. Let me know if the music is a little too loud. I actually might turn it down a little bit here. Let's see. There we go. Let me know if that's too loud. We'll definitely go ahead and adjust it. But how are you guys doing today? How are things going? It is, man, Tuesday. You kind of forget what day it is, right? Yeah, how about, I saw a message there from John Halsey in chat. I'm gonna quit looking at my accounts for a minute. Smart man, 100%. I think that's a good call. But yeah, welcome guys. Thanks for coming to hang out with me today. We got jam-packed live stream for you guys today. A lot of things I want to talk about, a lot of things I want to go over. I got a care package that came in. We have a giveaway we're going to go ahead and give away today as well. So lots of really cool stuff. So we'll be hanging out, you know, for a little over an hour, hour 15, maybe hour and 30, based off how the live stream goes, how the conversation goes. So hopefully you guys are enjoying your work day. Man, I'll tell you what, I don't miss the 9 to 5 grind. I don't even know why they call it 9 to 5. Because like, I don't know anyone who only works 9 to 5 anymore. It's like 8 to 6, or, you know, I work, you know, all hours type of deal. It's like, I feel like the statement 9 to 5 is outdated, because most people work an insane amount of hours per week to get by with a paycheck to paycheck, which is such a shame. But that's, I think that's why we're here in crypto, right? I think that's why we're actually in crypto for sure. It's your Sunday. I see. Hey guys, do me a quick favor. Give me a quick sound check. Let me know if the music is too loud, too quiet. Let me know. I just want to make sure. I hate joining a stream and like the music is pumping and I can barely hear the actual creator. So please let me know. I would appreciate that. Just a quick mic check there. Absolutely, for sure. But yeah, a lot of you guys coming in. I work every time someone calls me. There you go. That's right. Then just stop answering the phone and then you're good to go, right? Is that how that works? 100%. Sound check's good. Thank you, John. Appreciate that, which is great. So we're going to dive into a few things today. I did put a poll up. We're going to circle back to this poll here in a few minutes, but I did put a poll on YouTube. Shout out to everybody joining us from Twitter. Thanks for coming to hang out with us today. During your workday, the poll is, was the altcoin season back in November to January? We'll take a look at kind of that in a minute here. 24% said yes, sadly, and about 76% of people said still to come, which I think that's great, which is awesome. Delta says, I love when Rabbit or Panda's blasting the intro music. Yep, there you go. Yeah, I think it's an interesting topic to get into. I did a whole video on this topic not too long ago, just this actual past week, on when's the altcoin season, and it was a really good, I enjoyed recording the video. It's not like the video did insanely well, but I really enjoyed recording the video because it was a lot of my concerns as a crypto miner, as a bag holder. It was, some of my concerns were definitely in there regarding the fact that, like, man, like, you know, did the altcoin season already come and pass? And, you know, or will there not be an altcoin season? And that's the tough one, you know, like, did the altcoin season come already? And was it not what we expected? And it came and passed so quickly. So yeah, I had a great video on that. Please go over and check it out. Very just talking, talking from my mind and just kind of spitting it out there. No script, no edits, just straight from where my thoughts were at, for sure. We have here, Jason says, I work 8 to 5 for my first job. Then I go work another couple hours for a self-employed job, trying to get out of my W-2 job. 100%. That's how you do it though, Jason. Like, I did crypto content for 4.5, 5 years before March 5th, which is when I started this full time. And so, like, it's funny. I see a lot of people try to go from A to C without doing B. Like, a lot of people are like, I want to be a content creator, or I want to be a full-time streamer, or I want to do my hobby, or I want to do X, whatever it is, whatever that kind of extra income, passive income that you're trying to earn, or other job that you're trying to do. Everybody tries to go from A to C and forgets B. And B is always the A to me is I'm working that 8 to 5, as you said. B is I'm working that 8 to 5, but then I come home and I work 6 to midnight every day at my other job. And then C is, okay, my other job that I was working in the evenings now is making the same, or if not a little bit less, or maybe a little bit more than that 8 to 5. And I'm going to take the plunge and go ahead and jump to C, which is I'm going to do that second job, that passion, because that second job is really where your passion's at and your interest is at, full time. I've seen many people take a small pay cut knowing that they'll have to sacrifice some things, but they know that additional hobby, that job, that second opportunity will pay more, and they can invest more time into it. So yeah, I love it. I think honestly, nowadays, I don't know anyone who only has one job, to be honest with you, where they're like, I work my 8 to 5. I'm making enough on a single income on my 8 to 5 to afford everything I need to. It's a thing of the past. It's that American dream is come and gone. Unfortunately, with inflation, that American dream of the 50s and 60s doesn't really exist anymore in my eyes. The whole market is greased up and ready. War is killing us. It doesn't help out anybody in that regard. Uncertainty is what is really rough for crypto investing. What do you think about Panda finally selling his GPUs for maybe CPUs? Yeah, he's not selling his GPUs for CPUs. So what Panda I've seen do so far, Panda's been looking to buy the CPUs from Rapid Mining for a very long time. I do not believe he will be CPU mining at scale in any way, shape, or form. He's buying those CPUs for AI rigs, salad rigs, fast rigs. He's doing a lot of the individual rigs with the single board, single GPU with a beefy GPU. I think he's going to sell off a lot of his GPUs, get a lot of the HX 170 HXs. I think he's going to get a lot of those and do a smaller mining setup. And then he's going to have a setup of a significant amount of AI rigs. And I think that's where he's using his CPUs. I don't think he's going to do any CPU mining. Going straight CPU mining is not a good play. In this mining world, I have very much found that diversifying is huge, definitely key. We got Hasher OMB reposting the stream. Well, thank you, Hasher. Appreciate that. Thank you very much for supporting us over on Twitter, for retweeting the live stream. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate that. Digibite here says, I work nights and solo mine several chains, all or nothing. There you go, man. We got here Automatic Beats. OnlyFans is my side hustle. You know what? If you got to go the feet pics route, you got to go the feet pics route. Like, no blame at all. Absolutely not, for sure. I mean, hey, I totally get it. I mean, a lot of people look at crypto mining as another avenue income stream. Like, crypto mining for me is absolutely another income stream. At the size that I am, the cost per electric, it is my 5th or 6th income stream, to be honest with you. For CPU mining, you have to stay on top of what shit like Rabbit does. I mean, Rabbit's selling his CPU mining rigs, I mean, the majority of them. So that should be a tall tale to people that, like, straight up CPU mining is not lucrative. I mean, maybe these little plays here and there. And listen, if you're just getting started, or you're not looking to scale and you're like, I just want a few rigs, I just want to play with them, and I want to spec mine with them, the CPU, 100% go for it. I do agree with it for sure. He has been talking about CPU mining though, but I was thinking he was going to move a lot of the rigs to his main location with 170HXs and AI. But he is talking a lot about CPU mining in his newest videos. Yeah, don't let Red Panda mining fool you there. You know, yeah, 7950Xs. That's awesome. Yep. Yeah, you're just kind of refreshing, updating things, which I get it. I mean, hey, listen, I would. What's up, Leo Chode? How are you, Leon Chode? That sounds terrible. 79. Hi, Hobbyist, and thank you for your content. Thanks, man. Appreciate your support. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. So yeah, let's take a look at here. Jumping in on a few things. So the market is definitely red today. A lot of uncertainty, a lot going on in the world right now where you know there's that concern. I mean, Bitcoin's still over 100K, so it's a good day, right? I think we can all agree there. Dogecoin's down to 16.7, which is always the second thing I look at. Like, I look at Bitcoin first. I think we all do, as an indicator. But then I look at Bitcoin second. And 16.7 is like, man, you know, right there. After I look at that, I honestly look at things like for me, it's like Dogecoin, Kaspa, and Solana are really the ones that I'm looking at. Not that I'm like following them to liquidate, but that like those are good indicators for me. Delta says ASICs just aren't most people things. Oh yeah, 100% agree. Yep, 100% agree. Yeah. Something I want to look at was, you know, talking about altcoin season here. What you know, I put out a poll on YouTube. Was the altcoin season back in November to January? 32% said yes. 68% said no. What's up, Lukewarm? What's up, man? So if I end this poll here, what I wanted to look at was, if you were like, well, why are you saying that time period? Well, if we take a look during this time period, we go back to that time period here, right here. So, you know, we were down at 10, 11 cents for Dogecoin. We're going to use Dogecoin. We're going to look at a few other coins as well. And then right around November, very beginning of November, which you got to think about what happened in November, which was more of like election and everything like that. We saw a massive, you know, massive spike. I mean, this is a massive spike to me. You're going from 15 cents. You've doubled in price, if not more. So, you know, significant, over 100%. So now we're up to 46 cents for Dogecoin. And that rode out really till about February, end of February, January into February, and then kind of slowly dipped us down. And now granted, we are higher than where we were before, but the question is like, and the thought is was November to through February, like our altcoin season, you know, is something to really think about for sure. Is like, okay, like, you know, is this really, was that our time period? Was that our time, you know? Now, if you're like, okay, that's Dogecoin or whatever, you know, we can let's look at another one here, you know, just kind of why we're talking about it. Now, Solana is not mineable. However, Solana is very much a big indicator because a lot of proof of work coins or DEPIN projects are in that world. So if we look at this, November, right? We're right here, November. Now, a little bit more fluctuation than Dogecoin, but we had massive spikes way up here. I mean, we went from 150 up to 257, 260. Now, we had some roller coasters in here for sure, back up again, but then we've come back and settled down. So it's not as evident with Solana, but another great one is Ethereum. Listen, I am in no way, shape, or form a big advocate for Ethereum. You know, I kind of put that behind me after the Ethereum merge and just wasn't mineable anymore. Ethereum's a little bit different. So Ethereum was down here in November. We saw this spike up for a while, and it actually went up to over 4K. Yeah, literally just over 4K, and then came back down. So it's like, now I'll look at Kaspa, but Kaspa does not follow altcoins. Kaspa does not follow Bitcoin in any way. So like Kaspa is the wild, wild west. You could see Kaspa did get a spike in here, but was up and down. Really didn't last long. Was quite the roller coaster in here for sure. And I just want to check here, checking a few things out. Okay, I just want to make sure I wasn't getting any messages on my phone there, to kind of see what was going on. But yeah, very interested just in your thoughts on like, okay, was that our altcoin season? And if it wasn't, you know, if you guys watched my video that I did just this past week on when's the altcoin season, I very much talked about the fact of when looking at mining right now, you know, in the past, there has been a significant event that has caused Bitcoin liquidation that has then rolled into altcoins. We don't have that. We don't have that right now. Like, more and more people are investing into Bitcoin as a long-term asset now than just a get-rich-quick scheme, and people aren't selling out. I mean, if you look, I forget what platform. There's a website, I forget which one it is, that you can see Bitcoin on exchanges. I forget which one. If you guys remember, please post it down below. But if you guys remember that one, it has gone down significantly. So what does that tell you? That means more and more people are holding Bitcoin, and it's not being, you know, purchased and sold daily in kind of that mentality. So definitely something to keep in mind. Checking here back in chat, Dogecoin inflation rate is so high. Yep. Wish I could get into the big boy ASICs, but I'm stuck being only able to do the mini miners and DEPIN. Well, here's a good one for you, Techie87 Techie. What happens is it's a big step to go from home mining equipment to big boy ASICs. Most home miners aren't going to run miners at home. Totally get that 100%. Instead, you're going to look at hosting ASICs. So even if you decide, like I know another community member who's currently liquidating all their stuff at home and they're taking the plunge to host their first ASIC miner. The whole thought behind that is just they're looking for guaranteed daily profitability, and they're tired of spec mining. They're tired of mining into coins and hoping that one day they will pump. You know, and I get it. You know, it can be exhausting. Scrypt Wallet here says no shame in mini miners and DEPIN. 100%. No, hey, we all start somewhere. My shed right now is filled with those. I got DEPIN miners and I got a lot of mini miners, and they're not going anywhere. Scravel says, I think ETH is dead and most of us miners, they burnt that bridge. Yeah, I mean, I think the challenge is like there's so much built on Ethereum that's the only reason why Ethereum even stays afloat. Let's be honest here. Worms here. What's up, man? Yep. Travels DEPIN for the win. Heck yeah. Smash that like, folks. ETC to 320 very soon. Man, Ethereum class. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Let's look at Ethereum Classic here. Let's look at this here. Love to talk about this. Okay. Ethereum Classic. I'm gonna be straightforward. Ethereum Classic is doing nothing. Like, this project is not used. Ethereum Classic is used for nothing. Just being straight, Ethereum Classic is a highway. Ethereum Classic is very similar to like LTC. However, Ethereum Classic is used as a highway between coins. When someone mines into A and then they want to liquidate into B, you know, that's what they're using that for. There's a ton of ETC hash miners still out there. I still have several of my miners that are out there. I have mine even on via BTC. I have a handful of on and N iPolos and jazz miners or whatever, you know, on Ethereum Classic, but no one's holding Ethereum Classic. Like, and you might be like, well, wait, I am. I get it, but I guess why? Like, I don't see Ethereum Classic going anywhere. So I think mining into Ethereum Classic, I think, is kind of silly. I would rather see community members utilize ETC hash miners and use a platform like Unmineable or like via BTC to stack alternative coins and just use ETC for that hash rate. I mean, give me a reason. Give me a reason why Ethereum Classic should go from $16 up to $320, and I may 100% agree. Dogecoin, Caspa, and DEPIN. There you go. That's great. I'm all mini miners and DEPIN too. I have GPUs, just none of them right now. Yeah, I think most people are that way. KDA, CKB right now. Okay, we talk about KDA. So, side note, there's two great things to talk about there. CKB first was over at so I've had no issue. You see how I said had? I've had no issues with my K7s. Let me get some music back on here. No issues with my K7s. However, all of a sudden yesterday, my 1K7 started hashing at like 44 Terra hash. I was like, oh man, what is going on? So taking a look, it was listed as missing a hash board. I'm like, oh man. So, you know, of course, right? That's how these things work. Like, of course, that's how these things work. So went over there and rebooted it, and the control board's not coming back up. So anyways, I did end up ordering another control board. Huge shout out to the guys over at Altera Tech for helping me figure out which exact control board I needed. They didn't have any new ones, but they had some open box ones they could get me. So I'm going to try a different control board over there. I'm hoping it's a control board versus a power supply. The control board has indicator lights on it, but has no link lights on it for Ethernet at all. So it's like not going through the full boot sequence is my guess. So we're going to try a different control board, and then we're going to go ahead and hopefully it's not the power supply, because like, man, I've been replacing power supplies left and right recently. But yeah, did go over there, cleaned it out, reconnected all the connections just to make sure they were good. And we'll kind of see what happens. However, talking about Kadana, I'm so glad you bring this up, because this is something that I've been thinking about. So if I go over to mining now, and I go to ASIC miners and we look up the KA3, I still have a KA3. It's still running strong, but I want to show you a few things. So my electric rate is 7 cents now, 7.2 to be exact. And right now my KA3 is, yeah, it's bringing in about $6.91 a day, even with my electric rate $1.67. Okay, but what I wanted to look at was, if you go to mining pool stats, I think Kadana is dead, and I want to do a video on this. There are like no pools for Kadana anymore. Almost 40% is on Pool Flare. I've used them before. F2 pool has 34%, Ant pool has 25%, DX pool doesn't even list the percent there, let alone hashpool.com. Now, when you look at like miners, there is under 5,000 miners out there. That's my guess. Now, there might be some private pools out there, but like, I honestly think Kadana is dead. I don't know. What do you guys think? But like, I just don't think Kadana, with miners are, you know, miners going offline, not a lot of miners, not a lot of pools available. I mean, it's worth 38 cents right now. I mean, oh my gosh, how far we've come. It is down 98.6%. It might as well be 100%. Like, look at that. Look at that chart. That is a max chart. Kadana has not recovered since last bull run. I think that project is entirely dead. I'm probably going to pull my KA3 and sell it off. I don't know how much more evidence I need, like, of like making a smart move, because, you know, some things you got to think about. That KA3 is taking up a slot in my shed. Well, it's also taking up 3,100 watts, costing me $5.30, costing me $159 a month, costing me $1,900 a year just to run. Like, these are the things we need to look at as miners. We need to look at these things, identify these things, and move on. From July of 2022 till now, it's been entirely hopium. And these are things that you guys need to look at with other projects too, of like, holy cow, like, cut ties entirely with it. Let me look here, see. I want to bring up eBay, but I want to make sure it doesn't like dox any information or anything like that. I want to look up a Bitmain Antminer KA3. I sell a lot of my ASICs on eBay, only because of the fact that it allows me to move them quickly versus just sitting on them. I'm not looking to put this to the side for months at a time. Okay, let's look at sold. All right, do they have any KA3s in here? Okay, now this was May 27th, so we're over a month. Almost 2 months ago, though, this KA3 sold for $2,500. Holy hell! If my KA3 sold for $2,500, I would be thrilled. Let's take a look here to see if there's any more out there. Another KA3. Was there a 173 terahash model? I thought there was only 166. That one sold for $1,875. I'd still take that 100%. Another one here, 2,200. Did Kadana have a weird little pump back like in May? No, not really. I mean, okay, if you go back to the middle of May, it was doing much better, like the best it's had in 3 months. But if you look at a year, Yeah, okay, so there's that little bump. We had like, ooh, a little spike, dollar something. Oh crap, we're down again, a little spike again. So yeah. Let's see any of them listed right now. I'm curious on anything listed like right now. Oh, that's a Keenan Avalon. KA3 right now, 2,500. Last one. So this is the same unit. This guy must have had a few. Just trying to sell this last one here. I don't know if you're going to get 2,500 for that anymore. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Talking about electric rates. I have a video coming out on Monday talking about my new electric rate and some big plans. So I wasn't planning to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it today, but just sharing it there. My KDA box 2 is the only miner not paid off. Not surprised. Yeah. I mean, I'll probably list it on my Discord. We want to look at that actually. Let's take a look here. I don't have Discord up. Let me load it up real quick here. We'll take a look at what's the latest and greatest for sale in there. I do have to add 2 miners in there actually. You know what? You were a huge fan of Ethereum Classic. You talked about Ethereum Classic. I have a E9 Pro. Feel free to buy it because it is sitting next to me and I am going to be selling that. So if you're a huge fan of Ethereum Classic, feel free to check it out. So I still have a KD Lite for sale, $200 listed. There are some GPUs in here, 1660 Ti's that are still for sale. Some stands here from K-Trim. He has a ton of those. He prints those all the time. There's still this Deeper Connect miner. I still have, if you guys are interested in 3070s, I still do have 3 that are fully functional. 3070s for sale in here as well. Going down, there's some 470s, some 6600s, 6700s. I do have the Caspa KS3Ms. Those are still for sale in here as well. 3 of those for sale. And then Milkman in here has a variety of some solo or some small Bitcoin miners, which is awesome. SHA-256. He's got a bunch of those units listed, which is pretty sweet. I need to list E9 Pro for sale, and I also need to list a K7 for sale. E9 Pro and a DR7. I definitely need to list those for sure. What do you think about the IceRiver AE3? What's the AE3? I haven't heard of the IceRiver AE3. Let's take a look here. Is that new? It sounds new. All right, let's go over to IceRiver.io. You don't want to go to anything else but IceRiver.io. There's a bunch of scams out there. You still got your Hobbyist miner RX 470s. That is awesome. All right. Lake 3. Oh, you're talking about the... Wait, what? No. The Aleo? What is an AE3? There's no such thing as an AE3. I'm looking on IceRiver's site. Why are you messing with me, PK Mining? What you doing? Banned. What's up, Joker Miner? How are you, man? Welcome. How are you? We just got done talking about Kadana. So I'm on my list is to do a video about Kadana, about my KA3 and talking about that for sure. It's available on Mindshop. Oh boy. Okay, let's look here. Mindshop.eu. Let's take a look. Oh, I got no issues with Mindshop at all. I'm just like, oh man, how come they didn't come up? Mindshop. Take a look. We just go to Mindshop. What's going on here? Something wonky. There we go. Okay. Except all. Here. You said AE3. Searching. Okay. Aleo AE3. Oh boy. I don't recommend any of these Aleo miners, to be honest with you, at this point in time. If you bought them in the past, totally makes sense. 100%. So this is 600. Oh, I've heard of this, but I didn't realize it was. I knew it was six. I knew there was an Aleo miner for, or Aleo, if you're Red Fox Crypto. Shout out to him. 600 mega hash. I wouldn't buy these. So here's why. I think your time to buy an Aleo miner is past. I have the IceRiver AE1 Lite, and it's making about $7 a day, which is still really, really good. But this was like $40 a day. Like, it's just, I think the time has passed for these Aleo miners, especially home miners. I mean, the AE box is making 61 cents a day. I mean, that came out just a few months ago. The challenge with Aleo is that the network hash rate is getting saturated. Like, this says $18 at my 7 cents. If I was to buy this today, by the time I get this in 30 days or whatever, it'll probably be $8, to be honest with you. It's just not worth it in that regard. 100%. Aleo and Kadana is poopy. I don't want to say that necessarily. It's just Aleo's, like, I think Aleo's network hash rate has just, it's gone up, and we don't have any price appreciation with Aleo. But like, yeah, look at this. So this is very much similar to like the feeling of Caspa. Now, granted, Caspa also has the emission schedule working against it, but Aleo's network hash rate has skyrocketed in the last, what, 2 months, okay? And if we look up Aleo, has Aleo's price kept up with this? Well, let's look at Aleo. That's Aleo right there, guys. That's Aleo. Why is it playing this music? I know for a fact that this is not copyright free. Don't play Avicii over here. Seriously, you guys are killing me. I'm gonna get my everything. I don't need any more. Come on now, help me out here. There we go. Okay, so this is Aleo's price right now. So it's like, okay, like, that's what I'm talking about. Network hash rate has gone up insane. We're at 0.5 teraproofs, and now we're up to almost 2. Has the price 4x'd? Where are we at here? I got too many tabs open. Holy shit. Here we go. No, the price has not 4x. The price has bombed. So unfortunately, it is not worth buying those miners. I do not recommend them. At least now. They were, but not anymore. All right, catch up on chat here. Watching Twitch GTA 5 RP. That sounds boring. Don't do that. Currently solo mining Caspa and would love more hash rate. That's awesome. Love it. Love it. Yep. Solo mine. Listen, you got a 100-watt rig sitting around. Do it. Absolutely do it. Aleo. Okay, let's see. If you want to mine a cheap coin at home, mine Caspa. Yeah, I mean, if you have the miner, run it, right? Absolutely. John Hulsey says, I lost $1,000 in value on AE1s just during shipping. Oh, that was probably during that tariff time period, I bet, right? We need better and more affordable scrypt miners. I think there's a lot of affordable scrypt miners. I think affordable is subjective, right? Because are you going to come in and say, I want a scrypt miner that is, I am all over the place right now with my tabs, mining now. Because if you're going to come in and say, I want a profitable scrypt miner at $500, I think this is the wrong industry for that. That's the challenge. Is that yeah. So if we look at Dogecoin right now, all right, and I mean, seriously, if we look at like what comes to mind, the Volk Miner D1 Mini comes to mind. The down here, D1 Mini, okay, or the Flu Miner L1, the Flu Miner L1 Pro, like a Volk Miner right now, Flu Miner. Oh, thank you very much there, Keith. Appreciate it. I feel like Flu miners, Volk miners, and AlphaPex. I mean, they're profitable miners out there that are affordable, but they're $2,000 and under. So I mean, I guess it's really subjective as to like what you view as profitable and affordable, right? The difference between a gold shell byte and a Flu Miner L1 is too big. Well, okay, I am so glad you brought that up. I've done 3 videos on the gold shell byte. All of those videos, I have said the gold shell bytes are for learning how to crypto mine. They are not to get rich. They're not to be profitable. They're not to make big bucks in this industry. It is very much 140 watt. Listen, you buy anything $500 or less, it is 1, you're spec mining, or 2, you're buying a miner to learn. That's it. Like, save your pennies. There's a community member that I talked to a decent amount, and he's constantly hitting me up finding these deals on old hardware old gold shell mini Doge miners and mini Doge 2s and 3s, whatever. And I'm like, dude, stop buying 5-year-old junk that's not profitable and save your money until you can afford a miner that truly that almost guarantees profit per day. I get it. It's hard. You just want to buy the cheap stuff. Like, totally get it. 100%. You missed all the fun last night in Discord with Hawk. Dude, I am traveling next week. I'm going with Red Panda Mining. We're going to drive across Canada to go visit Rabid Mining. So I'm going to be away all week. So I am doubling up on content this week. So I'm not only recording content for this week, I'm recording and editing content for next week. So it's a vacation next week, but this week, that means this week, it's going to be crazy. So I haven't had much time. Last night I jumped and played one game by myself after I finished everything for the day as a way to decompress. And then I was like, all right, cool. Catch you on my chat. You missed, oh yeah. Which miner you suggest for home mining? To get started, the Gold Shell Byte. Absolutely. Absolutely. They're actually have a new card coming out for the Gold Shell Byte. They haven't told me which one it is yet, but it should be dropping very soon. Let's see. I still want an 8E0. Great, go for it. Yep, 8E0. I mean, it's 100 watts. Why not? You know. Let's see here. We just have to maximize our profits by collecting all the coins. Listen, Scrypt Wallet, you sound like you're a Pokemon master. I gotta collect them all. That's what it sounds like. You guys should use that. Let's see. Scrolling down, DG Home 1. Yep. I have 2 of the D1 minis. They're great. Love it. Guy C, I have 2 as well. The Volk Miner D1 minis are fantastic. I mean, it's why I sold my DG Home 1. I don't even know if I told you guys, but I did sell my DG Home 1. And I'll show you why. Nothing against it. Like, AlphaPex is awesome, but the DG Home 1, like, when it first came out, was ahead of its time. Like, it did great. Like, it did really, really well. There was nothing else like it, but it didn't last. A lot of other companies came out with better technology. So if we take a look, the DG Home 1 right now, if you were at 7 cents, but let's go up to 15 cents. That's more realistic for home miners. It was making 18 cents a day. Well, why? Well, because it was 2100 mega hash, but at 630 watts. So then when I went ahead and looked at the D1 Mini, the D1 Mini was 2.2 at 500. So yeah, there was a little bit of a savings there, but the fact of, like, you're seeing the evolution and the technology advancement of home script miners, and the Volk miner is a great example. I 100% expect Q3, Q4 for AlphaPex to come out with a DG Home 2. 100%. That was massively successful for them. So I 100% think they will. I think that's something to come for sure. I have 2 of the D1 minis. They're great. Let's see here. I'll take the, oh my gosh, you guys have been chatting and I've been trying to catch up here with everything going on. Travelers, that's cool. You're riding with Panda on the journey in the Great White North. I'm not, 100% not. I'm just joking around. I am traveling with my family and we'll be traveling for a little while next week. It won't be with Panda. I just thought that'd be funny for sure here. Let's see. Chris from Altair Tech. Good afternoon. I was just talking about you guys. We were talking about picking up a hashboard for my K7 for you guys. You guys helped me out here. Techie Tech says, is there a hosting company that lets you mine while you pay off the device? No. So I don't recommend that either. Now, I'm not going to throw shade. I'm going to be straightforward and honest with you. Do not make terrible decisions. And what I mean by that is do not take out a loan on an ASIC miner. Do not rent to buy or whatever, lease to buy with ASIC equipment. Because here's why. I'll be straightforward with you. You could go ahead and pick up a miner. This is literally very, very common in crypto mining. We saw this with Aleo miners. We were just talking about it, okay? You ready? Think of a lithium. You could buy one of those small, you could buy a miner, okay? There were many examples of this. And I'm glad you asked this question, Techie. Like, nothing wrong with this. I'm glad you asked before you do. You buy the miner. It's guaranteed to pay you $50 a day. In your mind, you're paying, put it on a credit card, you get a loan out for it, or you find some shady ass hosting company that will do this deal for you, okay? You're like, awesome. It makes $100 a day, $50 a day. This is a no-brainer. I can pay this off in 3 months and I'll be good to go. Then a week later, it's down to 45. This is common. A week later, 40, week later 30, and it continues to go down. So by the time you get a month and a half in, let's say you're down to $15 a day, your 3-month plan now is going to take a year. Now imagine that miner slowly goes down, better miners come out, better hash rate with it. On top of that, the coin tanks. All of a sudden now you have a 0 payback time period. You will never pay back. Let's say it'll now take 10 years to pay back that miner because it makes $1.50 a day. You still owe that money for that miner and you're still mining with it. So now you're mining, making $1.50 a day, but you owe that company $5 a day, let's say, in a fee. Like, what I tell people, and some of you guys are huge credit card people, I am not. What I tell people, do not buy hardware on credit card with a loan. Like, you are asking for a problem. 100%. And I know people like that because like, well, I want to buy it. I've literally heard people that buy a miner on a credit card, they get it and it's making 50% less than when they originally bought it, and they try to go ahead and return it. They can't return it and they go back to their credit card company and claim fraud. You bought a money printer in a world of crypto. Do not do it. This is why companies don't take credit cards, because one, it gets delayed by the manufacturer by a week. People go ahead and do chargeback. They're like, nope, screw it, I haven't got my miner. Oh my gosh. Or it's not making the money it originally did. I don't want it anymore. I'm going to refuse it and do a chargeback. This is why resellers do not take credit cards. Okay, sorry, went off on a tangent. Let's catch up on chat because you guys have been chatting it up. Let's see. Buddy, my Nano 3S power adapter burnt my USB-C port on my Nano 3. Can't find the cable, and even the USB-C port isn't available anywhere except China. That's a tough one. Did you try to do a warranty with Canon for that? L1 Pro though, that's wild, absolutely wild. Let's see. The DG Home 1 is the best looking miner still. Oh, it looks great. I mean, it literally looks like a computer case. Like, I think it looks good. IceRiver needs to come out with a 50-watt scrypt miner. They will be, or 500-watt. IceRiver, I think it's Q3. It's either Q3 or Q4. IceRiver will be coming out with a scrypt, an entire scrypt series, and they also will be coming out with a Bitcoin series of their miners. I think it's Q3 for one and Q4 for the other. I feel like scrypt is first, but I might be wrong. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it for sure. I think it's great. I love to see more manufacturers stepping in. Can anyone guide me? Should I order from China and solder USB? No, I would 100% just reach out to Canon and file a warranty with it. Preach it. Thanks, John. Appreciate that. I didn't think of it that way. Thanks for the input. Oh yeah, 100%. Listen. The questions that you are asking, I love to talk about them because I'm passionate and I've seen it 100%. There's actually a section in my Discord I want to show you guys real quick, and I want to continue. If you guys think of content for this section of my Discord, please tell me. There's a section in my Discord called Beginners Start Here, and it's a quick write-up, and then I have links to different videos for beginners to watch. Some of them are focused on beginners, but then others, like here, how to crypto mine for beginners. It's a 1 hour long video. But then I have one, I don't, you guys have probably seen, I have a video like 1 hour of no BS crypto mining advice. And it's me answering your questions that I took from the community. I got that in there. Brutally honest advice about crypto mining. That's a 1 hour video. I have that in there as well. I have a video in here talking about a great place to get started in actually using your own home computer. So like how to just test the waters with your home computer. I have a video in here about the current state of GPU mining and just the reality of it. I also have in here about what you need to know about hosting. This is a great one for you, techie. Go over and check it out. Everything you need to know about hosting an ASIC miner. It just goes through a like 101 on like what is hosting, how does it work, what are the fees, all the things to look out for, things like that. So if you guys think of like other content you'd recommend I put in here, please let me know. Because I would love to add to it. And so when beginners join, I have a lot of beginners that message me on YouTube or message me on Discord or post in Discord in the general chat. Hey, I'm brand new. I want to get started. And they're asking questions which have been answered 1,000 times, which is fine. But they're asking questions like very like crazy questions where like we were all there. We were all new. And I just like, listen, go to Beginners Start Here, watch the content in there, and then circle back to your questions for sure. Let's see, catching up. I didn't think of it that. Okay. Let's see. I'm really digging the look of the Fluminer L2. Matches my office, and it would be, oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, well, it sounds like you have some like very retro style stuff in your office, so the L2 would look good. I do have an L2 on the way. I have no tracking information yet, but I will be getting my hands on one from Fluminer, partnering with ASL on that. Warranty isn't available in India, even from where I bought said before selling. That's where did you buy it from? Now I'm very, very curious. I want to do, we're already almost at 3 o'clock. You guys get me off on all these things, and I haven't talked about half the things I want to talk about, which is pretty wild, for sure. So let's look, we talked about the Volkminer D1 Mini pretty immensely here. Let's look at what that runs for in price right now. So if we look at, let's take a look over at ASIC Plug. I always recommend these guys for using them. Let's take a look at products, Dogecoin. Let's get an idea as to what that costs right now. So if we look over here, US stock, that's actually really nice to know, 1,495. So this has definitely come down in price, which is great. I think that's a great price for a D1. I think that's a good call for sure. Let me check my phone, make sure we don't got anything crazy going on here. Nope. Okay. Now I wonder what Crypto Miner Bros is listing this thing at. Let's take a look here. If you guys have a D1 Mini, what did you buy yours for? Do you remember? Oh, they're like $4 more. $14.99 for US clients routed through our US warehouse first. Oh, that's nice. That's you. I wonder why they just say for US clients routed through our US warehouse, and why don't they just put US stock? John Holsey in here says, I know you said to replace a lot of power supplies. I know it would be cost prohibitive, but have you thought about a UPS or generator? 100, great question. You would spend an insane amount of money putting a UPSs in place to support just one miner. Go look up a UPS that supports 3,500 watts. Look how expensive that is. It's absolutely insane. It makes 0 sense. And if your power goes out, the UPS being up to like, if the power's out, the internet's out, so your miners aren't going to run anyway. Not the end of the world. Now, if your PDU should protect itself traditionally. If you went ahead and looked at it, the PDU, if you have a good PDU, should protect your miners from those power surges, because most PDUs, like I use the Altera Tech PDUs. Let's look this here. I use this is in everywhere. My home shed here. This is also at my ASIC shed. I use the Altera Tech PDUs, and if we take a look at them right now, what are they? 139 right now. Yeah, no, this is the weird one. That's the weird one. Let me bring up the right one. Yeah, it doesn't make sense when you're looking at the amount of power that I'm running. One, to do with a generator, or two, to go ahead and actually look at battery backups. It just doesn't make sense financially. Like, it really doesn't. You'd be spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for something. It just does, yeah. All right. Yeah, 129 here is right now. So these have a breaker in them, and then they have a watt meter. Now, something I love to see these go with is Nerd Gears has a PDU, and it has surge protection built in. I think the Altera Tech ones need this. This might be some of my problem. They have, does it say it here? They have a breaker. Think of the flow of energy. They have a breaker. Then they have, let's see here. Hang on, what is up with their website? Here we go. Yeah, then they have a surge protector built in, which is right here. And then they also have a watt meter. I think, and I don't know if Chris is in here from Altera Tech, I think the Altair Tech PDUs need to add a surge protection in them. I don't know if that's my issue or not with some of my PDUs, but that's what I'm entirely using is those PDUs to get started. Next in Mining. I didn't know Next in Mining's YouTube channel. They resell hardware? Really? Okay. That's news to me. I didn't know that was even a thing, to be honest with you. Like, oh, thank you very much there. Lewis Edge, thank you very much for subscribing. Excuse me. Yeah, unfortunately, I think you're shit out of luck just on time. I would probably cut your losses. Let's see. I want a UPS just for my modern power. Usually flashes just quick enough to restart. Modem miners stay on. Yeah, get whole house surge protectors installed in your mining shed panel. Yeah, I mean, you could look at that for sure. That might be one avenue to go. I have UPS for my network. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, looking up, I mean, you said for it costs $6,000 for a battery backup for per miner. That's just insanity. Like, not worth it. What's up, Large? How are you, man? The power supply is $250. So that kind of gives you a better idea for sure. So if you guys saw my video the other day, we were talking about, I talked about Scrypt Wallet. I actually think they were in chat here. But something to take a look at. A lot of you guys are interested and you've talked to me about, oh, they need to add all the other Scrypt coins here. They only got like 4 here. Where's the rest of them? They have, where's their roadmap? Do they have that on here? I know they have it on X. Oh, here it is. Roadmap. Oh, this is a different roadmap. Man, you guys are outdated. All right, let's go over to them on Twitter. I was looking at this. So something I was looking at was a lot of you guys have reached out to me about a lot of you guys have asked me about stacking all the different coins with scrypt mining and merge mining. Well, if you guys look here, look at all these. One, Lucky Coin, Shibu Coin, Bells Coin, Litecoin, Dogecoin, Digibyte, Cat Coin, Dingo Coin, World Coin, Earth Coin, Beers Coin. Half of these I haven't heard of. Madrid Coin, New York Coin, B1T, and Junk Coin. So they're adding all of those coins to their wallet. So you will actually finally have a wallet that supports all these merge mineable coins. Because a lot of you guys have reached out to me about like, hey, why is it that you know, what if I don't want to use a platform like via BTC or PowerPool or Mining Dutch and that just converts everything? What if I want to actually stack all of these coins? Well, there hasn't been a wallet out there. So these guys at Scrypt Wallet actually hit me up on Twitter and mentioned like, hey, they're working on this. So love to go ahead and give them some eyes. This is something they're currently working on. If you guys want to check it out, it is in beta. You can go sign up right here. I'll put a link in chat. Go over and check it out. This is just a direct link. There's no referral, no affiliate, nothing. Direct link. Just come over here and click register, set up an account. I don't think they have not added all of these coins quite yet, but it's on their list. So definitely go over and check them out. I definitely wanted to share that with you guys. Something else taking a look at here. Wow, look how small that is. So I saw Terra. These pictures are from a security camera, so they're not good. But the guys over at Terra, love to support them. I have a number of my ASIC miners over there. Take a look. Their new site in Indiana. They're starting to get their containers delivered. It's super fuzzy. I can put a link to this in chat real quick. It's super fuzzy overall. They're not high quality pictures, but they're starting to get their containers delivered on site, which I think is awesome. Wait, you have a 404 error? That website loads for me. Let's look here. Oh, is there too many people hitting this? Maybe we have too many people hitting this website. Try this one. Here. Go try app.scriptwallet.com. That's weird that it's giving you, yeah. I took out login. Let's app.scriptwallet.io. See if that one loads for you. Oh, which is great. Yeah, taking a look here, they're starting to get their containers delivered, which I think is awesome. Super excited to see kind of what's going on there, which is great. But yeah, we'll have to follow along there. They talked about having some creators out there, so I'm hoping that works out. Love to go ahead and start to tour their facility when they try to go ahead and open it, because I think that will be very, very cool. All right, here. That worked. Nice. I wonder why that was weird. It's weird that didn't work the right way. That is odd for sure. We're developing it to be an app, so the page refresh can be annoying sometimes. Ah, got it. See, there we go. We learn something new every single day. All right, we are going to open a package, and I do have a giveaway. I do want to share this. I have started working on this. This is a spreadsheet and that's a big link there. This is a spreadsheet of my miners, and I've started documenting, adding in here from past videos, make, model, mode, hash rate, watts at the wall, efficiency, a YouTube video associated with it, as well as where to buy. So we have a whole bunch of Bitcoin ones in here. I got like my Avalon Q in here, a Lithium, I got my AL3. So I've started, there's some Ethereum Classic in here, Equihash, Kadana, Caspa, scrypt, Scicoin, X11. So I'm trying to slowly start to get through these and get these all populated. It's going to take a long time, but starting to go ahead and get this out there for you guys. So it's one central spot for all the miners that I've tested. I know that's valuable for you guys when you guys are looking to buy miners. So I thought this would be great. Is Aleo gambling? Crypto is gambling, brother. And, you know, you got to keep that in mind. Great wallet says Mining Dutch only holds coins for 6 months. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, you might as well have it, you know, withdrawal from there. All right, so let's go ahead and look here. I got this package. So I got a package from Via BTC. And they hit me up like, did you get our package yet? I'm like, nope. And then I went to the PO box today and it was there. Oh, I don't even need a knife. Look, I got my fancy knife. This little RGB knife here from Tac Force. Even has the Hobbyist miner on it, which is pretty cool. I thought I needed that, but this has one of those like ripaways on it, which is kind of different. So let's see what they sent me. So this is from Via BTC. All right. Oh, I'm gonna need it. There's tape. So it's a ripaway, and then there's tape on it. Come on now. What's the point of that? Ying. All right. It's not as sharp anymore because I've been opening all those boxes with it. I need to sharpen it. To be honest with you, there's a lot of like from the boxes, the tape and like the stickiness on there. All right, let's see what we got here. Look, I'll show you. You can, it says our 9th anniversary with you. Oh, I have not been mining for 9 years. That's okay. Let's see what's in here. It's a new car. No, it's a box inside of a box. Let's look here. Okay. All right. Put that box aside. All right. See what we got. Alcohol? Fantastic. All right. All right. This is what we got. Via BTC 9 with you. This is fancy. All right. All right. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Moment of truth. All right. What's this? Hang on. There's a piece of paper on top. Oh, stickers. Stickers. Stickers? Thanks for a great show, man. Yeah, lots. Learn lots from YouTube. Thank you, Living Dreams. Appreciate that. Oh, look at this. We got this like nice little like letter here. Look at that. Dear BTC, Via BTC partner, thank you for your trust and support along the way. Over the past 9 years, Via BTC has been deeply grateful for the confidence of our users and has remained committed to providing secure, stable, and efficient mining services. This 9th anniversary box carries our heartfelt appreciation. We hope to continue accompanying you in the years ahead. Witnessing your success and achievements. Via BTC explores the endless possibilities of the crypto world. Founder and CEO. I'm gonna butcher this, okay? Ipo Yang. Sorry. All right, so let's see. Oh, that was in our little fancy letter. Look at that. This is a little fancy for me. Put that back in there. All right. We got stickers and that so far. Ooh, what is this? So take a look. I don't know what this is. This thing looks like a charger. Wow, this is heavy. So this is a watch charger. It's got a watch on it. This is like a magnetic. It has a full weight plastic on it. Yeah, for your phone, charge your phone. So that's kind of cool. And then there's an earbud base right here too, and it's USB Type C. So that's pretty sick. That's cool. Let's see what else we got. What is this thing? What? Oh, you know what this is? This is a massive universal plug. Look at this. So you ready? US. Okay, says US on the side. It's got a plug on this side, and then on this side you just plug in and you're good to go. So it can convert it. So it's your ultimate like converter. How do I like? How do you take it back in? Oh boy. Oh, check it out on the bottom. It's got USB and Type C on the bottom. This is nice. Oh, there's a button on the bottom side. I bet you that's it. Yeah, there we go. Let's say I go over to the UK again. I can do UK, and look, it's got a plug for UK. This is slick. Now, this is something that's useful. Go over to Europe. They got that weird prong deal there. Look at that. That is cool. This is like your ultimate travel block. This is like awesome. Okay. Oh, this has like a magnetic ring in there. Okay, and then what is this thing? Oh, is this a gimbal? I'm gonna break this. I feel like I'm gonna break this. Is this a gimbal? This is a gimbal. This is a cell phone gimbal. No, it's more, I don't think it's a gimbal. It's a cell phone holder to record content with. That's what this is. Yeah, that's what this is. So you can like hold this and like record content and stuff. That's what this is. I thought this had a gimbal on it. This just rotates. I was like, holy cow, is this like a gimbal on it? So, and there's power and stuff. So yes, I would say, so thank you via BTC for the package. This is the coolest thing in there right here. This is pretty sweet. Kudos to them. That's pretty cool. I really like that, especially for traveling and stuff like that. This is cool too. I like that. I got to figure out like, can that work for everything I have? I do have a watch that like isn't the most compatible with charging. That's like, so there's our package from via BTC. So thank you. That is pretty awesome. All right, we got a little bit of time left in our stream. Should we do a giveaway? You guys want to do a giveaway? Wait to see what chat says. I got a phone call. Scam. Don't need to answer that. Literally says scam. All right, we'll see what chat says. If they're looking to do a giveaway, we will do that here in just a minute. Just refreshing here. Refreshing, seeing what we got going on. Refresh there. Go back to here. Go here. John Halsey says, yes, I like it. See, I knew I liked you, John. I knew I liked you, which is great. All right. What are we giving away? I like it. I like it. So we're going to give away this duck. We have another Bitcoin duck. I'll ship this anywhere in the world. Pay for the upfront shipping. We got this from a community member. Look at that. 3D printed Bitcoin duck. Which that is pretty slick, to say the least. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Can I put him right here? Look, he's right there. All right, I'm going to go see what the dog is barking at. All right, let me see what the dog's barking at. Give me a sec. All right, we're back. That's right. This is what's up, BP. How are you? Who needs a giveaway when you already got the great hobbyist miner? Oh, thanks, man. All right, so we're gonna give away our little duck here. Can't really put him on anything. He won't really sit on anything. Oh God, we dropped him. He's not cracked. We're good. Okay, So we'll go ahead and give this away. That's pretty sweet. It is 3D printed. It's not like rubber. It's not like those rubber ones they use, like big thing with like Jeep Wranglers and stuff like that, which is cool. Anyone see the new Corvette ZR1X release today? I did not. Okay, so how are we going to do this? We're going to give this away in YouTube chat. Thank you for everybody on Twitter, but this is a little bit easier to do on YouTube. So all you guys have to do on YouTube is post between a number. You can only post once. Post a number between 1 and 100, and whoever who hits the number first. Let's do 1 and 100. Whoever hits the number first. So go ahead and post in chat. I'm gonna do it. I'm going to bring up that number. I'm gonna write it out here. Okay, I wrote it on pink. All right. Travel says 24. I'll tell you when someone gets it. Try not to spam if you guys can with like a million numbers. You know, post a number. Oh, somebody was close. We got 40, 39, 43, 22, 86, 99. I like the 99 one. If no one gets it, I will give it to the person that is closest right now. I'm gonna write here who is closest so far. And we'll see who is guessing it there, which will be good. Not a lot of people want the ducky. Oh, he got it. Warm got it in chat. Look, take a look. You got it, man. 42. I put BP's name there because he was the closest. You said 42. You did get it. The original number there, Warm. So, Warm, go ahead and email me, thehobbyistminer@gmail.com, and I will package up your little ducky. Get them all wrapped up and ship him off to you. I forget where you located. Where you located? I think you're in the U.S. I think. Regardless, it doesn't have to be in the U.S. But congrats, man, for winning. That's great. That is awesome. All right. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. There you go. Texas. Awesome. I was down in Texas not too long ago, actually, for a wedding. Flew down for a wedding there, which is cool. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna head out for today. This was a boatload of fun. I think you guys are really gonna like the videos coming up. Tomorrow's a GPU video, so keep an eye out for that. I think you guys are gonna like that. We have a mining farm tour coming up at the end of the week. I just got back from that in Iowa. That was awesome. But I got some really cool content coming up. So keep an eye out on the channel. Thank you guys for supporting me. Please make sure you guys stop in the Discord, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good one, guys. Later. Are you ready to invest in your next Bitcoin miner, but unsure where to start? Look no further than compassmining.io. Why choose Compass Mining? 3 reasons. Number 1, an effortless buying experience. Their state-of-the-art website and secure checkout process make purchasing your Bitcoin miner a breeze. Number 2, their expert guidance. Unsure which Bitcoin miner is right for you? Their friendly, knowledgeable team based in the US is here to help. Number 3, their hosting solutions. Need a place to host your new Bitcoin miners? Compass Mining has over 20 partner locations across the United States. I recently visited their Nebraska facility in December and now host several Bitmain Antminer S21s and S19K Pros at Compass. The experience was fantastic. Ready to learn more? Visit the link down below to set up a free one-on-one consultation with a Compass Mining team member, or watch the full Nebraska mining farm tour down below. Start your Bitcoin mining journey today with Compass Mining.